Michaela Wright, and I'm a management accountant here at Bibby Distribution.
Okay, brilliant. What are your main responsibilities of being a management accountant?
Basically, we provide the managers with information, financial information on sort of a monthly basis to enable them to make decisions about the business. So we provide profit and loss accounts, we provide budgets, forecasts and other information so that they can obviously see how the business is running and be able to make decisions.
Brilliant.
And it's all internal.
Okay, well, internal stuff. Brilliant. And what qualifications do you have?
I have a couple of GCSEs. I actually left school with no GCSEs, but I went back after I had my son and got qualifications. So I've got 2 GCSEs.
Yeah. I
did an access course at college, and then I went on to get my degree later on as a mature student.
Okay, fantastic.
And I'm SEMA. I've still got a couple of exams to do, but I'm SEMA qualified as well.
Okay, brilliant. And what would your advice be to anybody looking to kind of get into the industry?
Well, I sort of came in by, I basically got a temporary contract when I left university and got kept on from that. That was supposed to be temporary, I got kept on. Sort of not doing the role I wanted to do, but I think if you work hard and you get into a job and you show that you're willing and you're hard working, and then you can progress from there.
Okay.
I mean, obviously I did the degree and got the qualifications, but I also started in a job that wasn't what I wanted to do, and I've worked my way up through that. So if you work hard, you can get, and it's never too late.
Absolutely, brilliant. And what would you say the best parts of your job are?
I think, because with obviously working for Bibby Distribution, we get out to the depots, so you're on the road, you're meeting all kinds of people, because obviously when you're at a depot you've got drivers, you've got guys working in the warehouse, you've got the office staff, so you're on the road and you're meeting all these people, and it's good. It's
What are the worst parts then?
The worst with being an accountant, obviously you've got deadlines and you've got the monthly routine. So for example, you can't have any holidays for 2 weeks of each month, because that's when you're preparing the accounts, so it's quite restrictive on that front. But other than that, and the deadlines, but it's quite nice. I like working to pressure. I like to be pressurised, so when you've got a deadline, it sort of focuses in on. So.
I was going to say, what are the key skills? So anybody coming out of university or coming out of school, what are the key skills you think you need to be an accountant? Organisation, which is not one of my strongest points, but you do manage to. Yeah. But it's organisation, and you just got to be able to work with other people, communicate with other people, because you're dealing with depots and you're dealing with managers at the head office, and so you've got to be that sort of link between the two. Yeah. So. Brilliant. And what would your advice be to anybody looking to get into the industry?
I think, well, there's a couple of ways. Obviously, I'm sort of working. I've been here sort of 5 years. I think you can either go down get your degree and start doing your professional exams, or you can work your way up through becoming into purchase ledger or sales ledger, somewhere sort of an admin role, and then working your way up through that. And if you get into a business, you tend to, obviously you show that you're a hard worker and you make it clear what you want to do, and they might fund your exams and they might take you through and you can progress through. Basically work your way up.
Okay, brilliant.
Sort of coming in at a high level.
Fantastic. And if you could change anything in your career so far, or what you've done, what would it be, or what would you do?
I think I would have done my exams at school and obviously got on the career path sooner. Obviously, I did it back to front. I sort of started off in a YTS, the travel agents, in the early days with no qualifications, but then after I had my son, I went back and got my GCSEs, and so I was in my 20s. So I would have done it earlier. Okay. And then obviously I'd be further down my career path.
Brilliant.
Instead of waiting.
What would your kind of advice be to any kind of people leaving school, any young people leaving school now, or leaving university? What kind of things do you think that they need? What kind of skills? Or
I think it's okay to have qualifications, but you need life skills as well. You need to, you need to have a bit of your wits about you. You just need to know. Qualifications and theory is one thing, but you do need to be able to relate to people. You need to deal with people. You need to have a personality, and it's not all about what's on paper. And it's the things that I think when I started here, my boss said it's the things you can't teach. It's you might have all the qualifications on paper, but you might not be. So if you're not academic, it doesn't mean that you can't progress.